American hospitality is on another level to the UK.
Americans have this incredible superpower of making you feel like you've been best friends for 10 years within exactly 5 minutes of meeting them.
Everyone has been so friendly to me. Everyone wants to talk to me. Everyone's been giving me advice about my trip and just genuinely being so helpful.
We were literally just walking Venice Beach and Joe sneezes and some guy comes up and he's like, "Oh, bless you." And she said like, "Oh my God, I love your shirt." And I turned around and quickly said, "Thank you."
When it's early morning and you run into someone like random, they say good morning.
I think that's one of Americans' best qualities, is being friendly.
Everyone is so nice in the Midwest. It's just everyone is so polite, but it's kind of like a politeness I can't explain. It's lovely.
You know, out front.
Oh, I'll take care of your tickets.
What's that?
I'll take care of your meals.
Oh no, that's way too much. We'd love to leave a nice tip. Like, that's too nice.
We have no cash on us, so...
That's okay.
Are you sure about that?
I am positive.
Really?
Yeah.
It made me cry. Already this morning, this early, I have noticed you helping people with a smiley face.
Just Google the reviews for me and told me what to get and what not to get. I'm just like, God, this is this is just America.
The woman says, "Oh no, the man in the hat already paid for your beers." So we go up to shake his hand. We think it's probably the guy in the big cowboy hat. And he's shaking our hands as a firm handshake. Lovely, lovely Texas man. And then he's like, "Hold on, wait here. I've got something for you guys." And he gave us both this heavy duty pin from the Amarillo Police Department. And it's
heavy.
It's really heavy duty. Everyone is literally has a heart full of gold, it seems like. That was the nicest thing.
Pockets full of gold.
Yeah, and pockets full of coins.
You know something so cool about Americans is that they'll smile at you for no reason. Like, you'll be walking like this and they'll come and say, "Hey, how's your day going?"
Because in the UK, like if you go for a walk down the street, no one waves at you. Like, people just want to look you up and down, don't want to fight. Here, people are waving at me, being so nice and polite.
You know what I absolutely love about the US is that when I'm even alone somewhere, I never truly feel alone. I feel like I can talk to anyone and befriend anyone. And there's such a strong community feeling to it, which I really like.
Please like and subscribe. Today, we are exploring a massive culture shock, why British and European visitors are completely blown away by American friendliness. Instead of the distant society portrayed in media, tourists often discover a warm culture where strangers effortlessly initiate small talk and hospitality. Researchers call this a peach culture, meaning Americans are exceptionally open and approachable on the outside, which contrasts sharply with the more reserved social norms found overseas. This everyday warmth resonates deeply within the community. A viewer named Erin shared how a simple hello from a passing stranger actually eases her social anxiety. Another commenter highlighted the contrast between Southern hospitality and New York, while a local named CJ playfully noted that this friendliness is just standard Texas behavior. From viewers hoping for a surprise move to America, to others calling it the most beautiful aspect of the culture, this infectious hospitality clearly leaves a lasting mark on everyone who experiences it.
Wait, so where are you from?
I'm from Texas, actually.
Shut the fuck up. Guys, come here. She's from Texas.
No way. Holy shit.
Dude, did you ride a horse to school growing up?
Okay, I'm filming you right now, but you can give me permission not to do this. I want to tell you why. You're going to make me cry. Already this morning, this early, I have noticed you helping people with a smiley face and a happy heart. And then I heard you come over here behind me and offer candy to some young kids. Can I use your example of what it's like to be kind and happy in the morning?
Yes, you're making me change.
Why are you so happy?
We've got great passengers. I've got a great job, and it's easier to laugh and smile than it is to cry. Until this very moment.
So last night we slept outside this garage in a place called Brownstown, Illinois. When I went in, the amazing man at the counter instantly said, "What the fuck is this all about?" Very confused, as most people are. And after very briefly explaining the story, he said, "Wait 1 second." He turned round and I had no idea what he was doing. And this man wrote a check on the spot, a check for $200. And on the check, he wrote 3 words: importance of humanity. He said, "That's not from me," and then pointed to the sky. I just want to say a massive thank you because that is the nicest thing ever.
The amount of hospitality and kindness and care and pride Americans hold is truly like no other country I've been to.
We're keeping it a bit serious. Donnie, give us a smile for the camera. Alright.
Say something New Yorkish.
Yeah, do New York. Give us a...
Listen, you want to get some coffee? You go to 33rd Third. Get some damn coffee.
Today you're planning to visit the US, be careful. Because you might have to stay way longer than you planned. Not because of the places, I mean they have amazing places, but because of the people. I've lost count of how many Americans told me, for example, like, oh, if you go to Texas, let me know, I'll show you around. Or come to Florida, we have beautiful beaches, I'll show you. Or if you go to New York, let me know. Like, so crazy. People you've never met are willing to show you the places where they live, the city, and make sure you have a great time here in the US. And that's something that I really love about America. It's people are proud of where they live and they want you to experience the same. So they want to make sure you have a good time here and you have like great memories. And honestly, this is so cool because when you experience a country with the people that live here, it makes the experience so much different because they show you all the things that they have here. So you kind of live like a local, you know? So it gives like a better experience.
Americans have this incredible superpower of making you feel like you've been best friends for 10 years within exactly 5 minutes of meeting them. If you're from Europe, this completely breaks your brain. You meet someone at a networking event or a bar, you have this deep, high-energy conversation about business, life and passion projects, and you leave the interaction thinking, wow, I just made a genuine connection. But here's the culture shock. In the US, that intense friendliness isn't the start of a deep relationship. It's just a baseline for a polite, casual interaction. It's an amazing warm vibe in the moment, but it doesn't mean you're locked into each other's lives. Back home, if someone opens up to you like that, you're basically invited to their wedding. Out here, it just means you had a great Tuesday evening together.
American hospitality is on another level to the UK. In the UK, when you want to get served by someone in a shop or a restaurant, it feels like that they don't really want to be there, they don't really want to help you. In the US, it's almost unrealistic how much these people want to help you. And this has happened everywhere I've been. In a gun shop yesterday, I was so intrigued by guns, I wanted to shoot them. Silly enough, I thought that you could just go to any gun shop and there's a shooting range. That's not the case, but they still let me hold the guns, talk to me about them, spend some time showing me around the shop, and they gave me a little patch to commemorate me just going to the shop. Then getting the cowboy hat, everyone was super friendly, the guy stayed with me for ages, fitting it, helping me pick one, etc. It's incredible, and then the restaurants are another level as well. I've loved my time in America. All the people are just so friendly. Again, I think I just need to move here.
What has surprised you?
Just how friendly everyone's been. Everyone's been super accommodating, super friendly. When I was in Dallas, when I started posting my Instagram videos, I got offered to be fed, housed, taken on boats, taken to shoot things. Everyone's been the most accommodating people I think I've ever met.
And I would guess that coming from Portsmouth, England, that's probably the first time that somebody has offered you a chance to come and shoot something.
Yes, and I didn't take it on that occasion, but I did visit a shooting range, and it was a life-changing experience. It was very fun.
That's amazing.
I think everyone could learn a thing or two from Americans. I was just walking in Soho, and this guy came running around the corner, and he was like, "Excuse me, you have great cheekbones. I hope you have a great day," and then just walked off. Like, not hitting on me, just was like, just to let you know. And I found that a lot on this trip. Like, Americans are genuinely just so friendly and so nice and so down to make new connections. Like, London could never, Australia even could never, because Australia, everyone's just so cliquey. And then London, everyone's like too cool for school, you know what I mean? Whereas, like, genuinely, I just love that. Honestly, Americans are so nice.
Thinking about an interaction I had with an American lady the other day. She was asking me like how I've been finding it. I've been here for a couple of weeks now, like what the differences are between the UK and America. And I said that I found the people here are a lot friendlier. All my interactions, everyone's just so nice. People go out their way to be nice, whether that be at like a gas station, a supermarket, on a hike. Even just driving, I found people were so much more like polite. They'll put their hand up. And she replied saying, that's because we all carry over here. So is that the only reason people are nice? I doubt that is the case, but I'd never even thought of that possibility before, and it did make me think that could actually be why. I mean, it makes sense that if there is a risk, if you piss someone off and they got a gun, shit could go down, like you would just be friendlier, so it does make sense. So yeah, can someone let me know how big of a part does that play? Is everyone just like on edge? Is everyone wary that everyone's got a gun, so everyone's just super nice?
I just got back to the United States after living in Europe for the last 10 months, and
Let's just unpack some of the differences, okay? Because they have been so jarring, to say the least. The first thing I noticed right away when I was in the airport is that Americans just find a reason to talk to you. People are on the lookout to either start a conversation, make a comment, address something to you that doesn't need to be addressed. Like, they're just so keen to like talk. I just can't. I just don't have the energy for that. Second thing is like the hospitality customer service. You sit down at a table about to eat. How can I help you? What do you need? Great choice. And it's just like so in your face. And I'm just like, whoa. I was living in Paris for the last 3 months, and literally you sit down at a restaurant. The person might not come over for a good 30 minutes. They might be smoking a cigarette, but they come back here and everything's just like so in your face and so over the top. It is just a bit jarring, and it like takes me aback. I'm like, whoa, everybody wants to talk and everybody's like so forward.
I've been waiting for someone to ask me this question. Have I met any other Brits whilst travelling around America? The answer to that question is yes, and it's not a good yes, it's actually a bad yes. Let me explain to you why Americans are so much more nicer and more welcoming and more just chatty in general than your average English person. So we were in Emerald Bay, Lake Tahoe, just got off the boat, kind of walked to shore. We were walking around with our friends, and we suddenly hear this English accent walk past us, these like British lads, and James was like, oh, English. And the guy kind of turned around and he was like, yeah, as in like, yeah, what do you want? He wasn't like, yeah, oh my god, like, wow, hi, where are you from? He was like very standoffish, and we were taken aback because we were like, why are you being like that? But then I remembered most British people are like that, very standoffish, just not very excited about life. They're just miserable. Apart from me and James, of course, we're very excited about life. We love traveling, we love meeting new people. He was about the same age as us, like late 20s, mid 20s, and that was his response to us. On the other hand, we did meet a lovely Scottish couple in one of the RV parks. They have lived in America for 30 years. They've been here for a long time, and they showed us around their massive RV, and we were so excited. I wish I could have filmed it, but I felt a bit rude. But they were lovely. So, I mean, it depends on the person, but yeah, not impressed.
This is what I love about Americans. You are just so friendly, just so friendly. I mean, I'm sure you can get your angry side, but you're just so friendly, always complimenting my hair. And yesterday I was at your Walmart. You've got self-checkout. I can just scan my own stuff and and get my own change. I can just do everything myself. But you are so friendly. I was there at Walmart yesterday and I didn't know which brand of a product to buy. And I asked someone. I didn't even ask someone that worked there. I asked another person that was also doing shopping, and she was just so friendly. She just Googled the reviews for me and told me what to get and what not to get. I just like, God, this is just America.
I don't sing it.
You're the thing.
Here's the thing, I just can't do that. It's in my bones to say hello. And so I'm biking today, and this guy pulls up next to me. He's like a delivery guy on a motorcycle, and we make eye contact. So I'm like, hey, how are you? You know? And he just kind of keeps looking at me. And I'm like, ugh, my hands are so cold because I had forgotten my gloves. I'm like, it's so cold. It's so nice, but it's so cold. And he's just looking at me. And I'm like, ooh, maybe my friends are right. But then he reaches in his pocket and he hands me these gloves. He just gives them to me. And he's a delivery guy. Like, I know he needs a backup pair, and he just gave them to me. So, I don't know. Maybe you should say hello sometimes.
What? Can you believe that?
Oh my god.
I feel so bad.
Oh my goodness.
Well, like the guy that we were speaking to there, I think you could hear him, but he said he covered our food. He wanted to cover our food.
He took care of it, like he didn't let us pay.
I did not expect any of that.
Bought you guys dinner?
Yeah, bought all of our dinners. We went to pay and the guy was like, no, it's already been paid for. We went for a beer this morning. Went up to pay for it. A lady already paid the beer for her. That is friendship.
We're hearing a lot of that.
Yeah, I was in a 7-Eleven there,
And the police, they were buying like people's food and all that. They were just so nice. You would never find that in Scotland.
We've had a few drinks bought free of charge, which is great. We love that. But we've also reciprocated that, so it's no problem.
Are Americans representing? Is that what you're saying?
100%.
Okay, good.
Absolutely.
So
nice.
Meeting expectations or exceeding?
Way exceeding.
Being English in America is actually insane. Specifically, LA is the place I've had the most experience with this. But just like having an English accent, I feel like it takes at least like 15 to 20 minutes of interaction with someone before they actually take what I'm saying seriously. For example, I met this guy the other day, and like he came in the room, he said, "What's up?" to everyone, like all my friends and stuff. And then he came up to me and he was like, "Yo, bro," and I was like, "Hey man," daps him up, and I was like, "What are you telling me, bro?" And he was like, "What are you telling me, bro? What are you telling me?" I'm just kidding, bro. Sorry, man. Just the accent. Where are you from, man? You from London? And I was like, yeah, man. Like, you know, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, "So what have you been up to this week?" And I was like, you know, just some like different bits and bobs. Just as bits and bobs. Oh, brother, been doing some bottle of water, bits and bobs. And I was just like, I speak like this. This is just my voice. That's what it is. It's fine. I'm not offended. Because, you know, I do think it's coming from like an endearing place. It's just like, I do feel like hype, like where I'm from and my voice is like hyper fixated on by people here. And it's kind of weird. Another example is I was meeting someone for a drink, and before they got there, I was at a bar, and like there was a table with a chair, like with just one chair and then like in front of it, and I needed a second chair. And there was like a group of girls next to the table, and I went over to them, like interrupted their conversation. I was like, "Hi guys, I'm really sorry to bother, but if it's okay, could I take this chair if you're not using it? Sorry," like, you know, just constantly apologizing, obviously. And they were like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." And I took it and I went and sat down on the chair, and then I heard them go, "Sorry to bother, sorry to bother." I was like, "Oh my God, am I back at school again, bro?"
I said, just go get a vasectomy. Anyway, so we're going around the islands on that tour, you know, the tour, and we missed the cruise by 5 minutes.
I'm just going to put it out there. Once you have been traveling around America for a substantial amount of time, when you come home, it is a very strange and slightly, truthfully, depressing feeling, okay? Traveling around America really opened up my eyes, really allowed me to see how I could be living and just how many opportunities there are and how many different amazing places there are, all in one country. Like, since I've been back home in the UK, I haven't felt like myself, which sounds so crazy. I now live for that adventure, that crazy lifestyle, that meeting new people, seeing new people every day, and I just long for it. And in America, it is so amazing.
Sorry, last video about ignorant Europeans. The one other thing I will just say that annoys me is recently I was on a trip in Greece, and these Dutch people were like, "Where are you going after this?" And I was like, "I'm going back to the US." And they were like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Like, dead serious, though. And I was like, sorry about what? Like, I live in Carmel, Indiana. The #1 place to live in the United States. Not just this year, but it's frequently #1. And if it's not #1, it's top 5. It's like, I would take that any day of the week over Rotterdam, Netherlands, where it's cloudy for 320 days of the year. Like, these people just have no clue. It's so ignorant, and it's really rude.
We owe America a huge apology, because America is nothing like what the media tells us. Everyone is so friendly, everyone is so accommodating, and I've honestly had the best time. I fly home Sunday, and the English have a song where we say, "Please don't take me home, I just don't want to go to work. Let me stay here and drink all your beer." And I've never resonated with that song more than in America for this World Cup.
Americans are like that though. Like, you get on a bus in America, I'm assuming, and like everyone's like, "Hey, how are you doing? How you doing?" Like, talking and that, bruv. We do not want to know each other.
Facts.
English people do not want to. We get on a train, silent. Get on a bus, silent.
We got headphones on.
If someone tries to talk to
not.
me, I blatantly will
Yeah,
allow
literally,
it.
there's
What are you
headphones
doing?
in.
When I was in Dominican Republic, there's bare Americans there,
and it's like I'm eating my breakfast, like, and it's like 8 a.m. and there's a couple there. So where are you guys from? Oh my God, London, right? Like,
Yeah.
bruv,
It's that
bruv, I don't
vibe.
want to know you. I don't want to get to know you. Just fuck off. It's like 8 o'clock, bruv, or whatever it was. It's the morning,
Yeah.
man. Leave me alone, bruv. I'm hungover.
It's a different kind of culture over there, though. That's they're all like that. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of differences between here and there. Like even like customer services when you go over there, when you order food, yeah. As soon as they take your order, they start asking you about your fucking day.
Yeah, I know.
What you got to do? What you got planned today? You got any kids? Blah blah blah.
So I unfortunately just had to walk through Times Square, and that place is full of Italian and French tourists dressed like complete caricatures. They have an NYPD hat with a Kobe Bryant jersey or something like that. And I would never think to say anything to them. They're having fun, and I think most Americans would just leave everyone be. Just, you know, what's the harm in them doing that? It's part of their experience, and this is what they want to do. But when Americans go over to Barcelona or Paris, we're treated so badly. We're told we're not wanted there. We're flooding their city. We're ruining it. People will ruin pictures intentionally, or there's stories of people spraying Americans with water guns and things like that.
I'm a Brit living in America, and I'm currently on the porch, the American flag, just journaling, and I just saw some people walk on the sidewalk, the pavement, as English people say, and they said good morning to each other, total strangers. And I just feel like this is something that does not happen in England. Like, people just don't acknowledge, don't make eye contact, especially in London. I feel like this is more towards London, but here they're saying good morning, it's a sunny day, people are happy, and I feel like that's just such a simple thing that makes life better, and people just acknowledging each other, and it's just so nice. And these are things that make me love America, especially like how much, like, imagine in England if we put up flags like this, like, it just does not happen.
I've never told anybody this before, like anybody. In 2014, during a depressive episode, I spent $87 on Candy Crush.
I'm having one of those God bless America moments, and let me tell you why. I just got back from a month in London, a month. And the entire time I was there, you just notice the dynamic between people. People are just not as friendly, and we know this in different countries. They're just not as friendly. Today I got back and I'm at Erewhon and had a whole 10-minute conversation with this girl while we were waiting for our smoothies in a different country that they could never. I'm so glad to be back in the US because part of the conversations that we have in public are so important. We just have conversations with people in elevators, on the street, and people are just so much more friendly and happy. And in other countries, they look at us as obnoxious because we're friendly and happy, but I'd rather be looked at as obnoxious because I'm friendly and happy than not. God bless America sometimes.
I think the only thing Europeans are jealous of Americans of is their high school experience. Is there anything more romantic to think about than a house party when your parents are away and 300 people from 5 different schools go to that house? And not to mention homecoming and prom, but they don't even have school sports really. You'll have football, soccer, but they don't have football stadiums.
Americans, I'm literally obsessed with you. Why are you so cool? Your accent is so cool. Every single time I'm talking to an American person, it feels like I'm talking to a famous person from a movie or something. I'm literally obsessed with this country. Sorry, it's so controversial and I don't know why. Why do people not like Americans? You guys are elite. Oh my gosh, there's a squirrel. Stop. That's not normal. That's so...
Guys, I think we owe you a big apology because what we think America's like is exactly not what it's like. The news outlets in the UK say America's this, say America's that, say America's this, say America's that. I'm not going to get into detail, but listen, when you go to America, you actually see what it's like with your own 2 eyes.
One real observation I have is that Americans to me are so much more friendly than Canadians. I know Canadians have a reputation for being polite, but Americans, they either rock with you or they don't. Canadians will be like, hey, how are ya? Good to see ya. And then turn around and be like, I hate that fucking bitch. It's different.
Americans, serious question. Why are you all so friendly to strangers? Because it's very different to the UK. In the UK, people are not friendly to strangers. But in America, every street that I walk down, you bet your bottom dollar someone would start a conversation with me. I'd have a heart-to-heart all the time.
Europeans are coming to America for the World Cups and they are shocked by the most normal things ever. Free refills, grocery stores, friendly strangers, big parking lots, police officers taking selfies, waiters who actually care. And Americans are watching this like, bro, that is just a normal Tuesday. Exactly. That is the point. For Americans, this is normal.
Tell me why I have only just found out that Americans get free refills when they go out for dinner. Yeah, literally go anywhere and you can get unlimited free drinks. This has never been a thing anywhere I have been in the UK, Europe. Look, I've got a lot to say about America in terms of the sugar content that they allow, some of the weird things that go on in their country, sure. But this? Americans, you know exactly what you're doing with this. You get free refills. You don't have to keep paying for that. I'm genuinely flabbergasted.
No, this will be controversial, but I genuinely think America is the most beautiful country on earth. Look at this. Right behind me are the grand tampons.
When I lived in Europe for over a year, the one thing I heard all the time was that Americans are fake. Too friendly, too smiley, and just too much. And I understand why it looks that way at first. But after living on both sides, I realize Europeans are missing something very important. Americans use friendliness just to make everything easier. Smiling, small talk, and positivity are not about pretending to be your best friend. They're about making everyday interactions easier. It's not deep, and it's not meant to be deep. In the US, friendliness does not equal emotional intimacy. Just because someone smiles or asks how you're doing does not mean they're trying to be close to you. It's just courtesy. In Europe, honesty is often valued more than comfort. In America, comfort is valued more than bluntness. Neither one is fake, they're just different social priorities. Americans don't see friendliness as lying. They see it as being polite and respectful in shared spaces. Once you understand that, Americans stop feeling fake and they start feeling intentional. And that difference actually makes a lot more sense once you actually live here.
Might be the truest thing that I've actually read since being on this platform. Like, obviously it comes not only with being a journalism student, but being an international student, that you have to reach out, you have to be a more extroverted person. But I can't believe how friendly everyone here is, like how easy it is to just go up and talk to random people in the States compared to back home. Like, I've got a lot of experience. I've just spent a whole year studying journalism back home. I've had to go out and do Vox Pops, which is where you talk to random members of the public, and trying to get people for interviews back home is a nightmare. Like, genuinely, for a video package that might need 2 or 3 different opinions, you're looking at like an hour of asking different people. I probably have like a 1 in 20 success rate back in the UK asking people for interviews just to get their opinions. Here in the States, I did it today. I asked 3 people and I got an answer straight from each of them. Everyone here is so happy to talk and share how they feel about themselves, about their community, about whatever topic that you ask them about.
I cannot get enough of these videos of all of these Europeans that have come to America and realized how much they've been lied to about what it's like here and about what the people are like.
One thing Europeans don't understand about the US. America isn't one culture. It's like 50 mini countries. California feels different than Tennessee. New York feels different than Florida. That's why people have such different American experiences.
In Greece, right? And so I was at a table and I was the only American there. And some guy asked me where I'm from. And me, knowing that people absolutely, for no reason, it's really not that serious, they hate it when Americans don't say the country they're from. I always say I'm from the United States, knowing full well that people are going to ask me a follow-up question at least twice because I want to know the state and they want to know the city. But I digress, right? So the guy's like, where are you from? I'm like, oh, I'm from the United States. He was like, oh, thank you. Finally, a normal American who says they're from the United States and not the state they're from. I met a guy and he said he was from New York. Call the fucking police. I can't believe that guy said he's from New York and not the United States. How dare he do something like that? That's so misleading. He's a liar. Like, bro. And the whole time this guy's gonna ask me the follow-up question anyway. You wanted to know I'm from California. You wanted to know I'm from Los Angeles. If I just say I'm from Los Angeles, I am just being efficient. I'm cutting out these extra questions. You seriously cannot be angry that someone said they're from New York. You know exactly what that was too. You know exactly where it was.
How Europeans see Americans versus Canadians. So I'm a Canadian who's lived in Europe for the last 10 years, and a lot of people have asked if I'm American because of my accent. Then when I tell them that I'm actually Canadian, their response is always like, oh my God, I am so sorry. I really can't tell Canadian accents apart from American ones. You guys just sound so similar. I'm so sorry. I hope I didn't offend you. And then I always tell them, look, it's fine. It is actually really hard to tell us apart from our accents, unless you're from like the American Deep South or the Canadian Maritimes. Like someone from Vancouver versus from Seattle really do sound exactly the same. I just find it really funny that Europeans have such different views of Americans versus Canadians.
Europeans love to make fun of how friendly a lot of US Americans are to total strangers. But I know secretly, a lot of y'all eat that shit up. I've seen the most standoffish, hardened European melt into butter when I give them a compliment on the street. First, it's the wave of suspicion or incredulousness, followed by like a little blush and half smile and kind of pleasant surprise. Like, yeah, bitch, I just like your jacket. There's no ulterior motive. Have a great day, Sugar Pop.
Having so much fun. Where are you from, by the way? I'm from the United States. Oh, okay. Well, that changes a lot. That's disgusting. I'm very sorry. I have to go. Wait, so where are you from? I'm from Texas, actually. Shut the fuck up. Guys, come here. She's from Texas. No way. Holy shit. Dude, did you ride a horse to school growing up?
One thing I love about American culture is that we will become your friend after 5 seconds. Like, literally, all it takes is this. Hey, I like your shirt. I really love that band. Oh, for real? Like, there's a concert, like, happening next week if you want to go. That doesn't work here in Germany. At all. Making friends here is like this. I really like you, man. Like, you're my friend. You're my colleague. We're not friends. Yeah, but we like hang out together. We go out to eat. You know, we laugh. Yes, because you're my colleague. We walk together, so I have to make... No, like, you're my friend. Like, we're friends. You are my colleague.
Being an American in France is like a complete 180 from your regular life. So here are some of my culture shocks as an American 1 month in a studying abroad in France. The first one has to be that there's no dryers and the washing machine is in the kitchen. Hold on, let me show you this. Here's all our clothes just out drying. And it takes at least a day for all of your clothes to be dry. And the apartment elevators are miniature. What? Like that can comfortably fit one person. But there have been times where other people will get in with you and you just feel so uncomfortable because you're way too close to them. And the cigarettes. Pretty much every single person smokes here. Like everyone.
I hope all of our new European friends, when they go back home to their home countries, tell all their friends, no, Americans really are just that friendly. They really are just that nice and that welcoming, and it's not fake. They mean it. Because I've just watched several videos, but one in particular of a man being beside himself with glee because he is in America and an American walked by him and told him good morning. He was like, I've never experienced anything like this. Americans are so nice. Yeah, we are. We've tried to tell you that. And everybody just said, no, you guys are fake. You don't mean it. I'm not going to tell anybody to have a good day if I don't mean it. Like, am I going to lose sleep if you have a bad day? No. But I wish you well. I want good things for you.
Non-Americans say that American friendliness feels fake. I, as an American, get why they say that. I also get when I hear Americans say, no, our friendliness is authentic. It's not fake. I'm going to demonstrate why I think both are pretty commonly said with this chart. This chart represents what Americans say versus what they really mean. For example, when an American says, awesome, fabulous, amazing, they mean it's good, it's fine. But when they say fine, it means that it's bad. The movie was fine means the movie was bad. How was your day? My day was okay. It means your day was bad. My day was not so great. My day was awful, really bad. We had to wait for our plane forever to take off means our plane took 30 extra minutes to take off. My personal favorite, let's get coffee sometime, means bye, I like you.
Why are you carrying the flag around? Well, we're supporting the country. Everybody's from all over the world, friendly, even to us, and that's always great. What do you mean even to us? You know, things are tough right now, especially in my home state of Minnesota. We're in a lot of pain. Here we've got a chance to come together and as Americans and as fellow world citizens, and everybody's kind of forgetting about that kind of stuff and just like celebrating who we are in life and our countries.
Everybody has been so welcoming to each and every one of us. So the residents of the area and everybody who's come to the Olympics, everybody seems to have a really good time, and it's not about what's going on around the world as much as everybody's together.